Hello y'all on YouTube, this is Rob from Rob's Nerdy Knives. Today we have a very special unboxing. This is something from a company, my very first knife the channel ever was given by a company for giveaway was from this company. This is the part 2. I got 2 knives from these guys. Alright, so today I'm opening up with my CJRB Nanner. If you haven't checked this knife out, you need to check this out. This is so cool. Crossbar lock. Sure, they have a cool name for their locking mechanism. I haven't done the review yet. I just did the unboxing, but I wanted to get into this and I wanted to see what this next box is. So let's see what we got. This looks like a little fancier. Okay, so we got a different box here. Okay. And we can see what this is over here. All right, all right. This looks like another interesting knife. If this is what I think it is, I think this might be one of their new locking mechanisms I've been really wanting to check out. So let's take a look. All right, so CJRB. Let's see what we got here. Always a cool, nice cloth. I'll keep those cloths because the cloths are amazing. I keep those. Let's see what we got here. This is, oh, got a little dusket pack in there. This is the Bolt Black ARRP M9 Blade Steel Blue G10 handle. Okay, blue G10 handle, beautifully textured. Oh, I do like that texture on here. A little kind of a, it doesn't look exactly like a Benchmade, but you know, it's kind of got that Benchmade vibe, but there's something up here. Okay, but this is what we're going to look at. This is cool. I have wanted to check this out for a while, so thank you, CJRB, for letting me check this out. I believe this is CJRB. I don't know if it's Artisan Cut. It's CJRB. Okay, so we got 2 standoffs in the back. We got deep pocket carry clip. It is reversible, beautifully chamfered all the way around. G10, nice texture. It's great. It is the crossbar lock. Oh, I like these crossbar. They're nice kind of feeling. Let me experience that. Okay, so we got thumb studs on here, easy to get to, which is nice. All right, the clip is nice. I mean, it's got that kind of goofy lip, but it's definitely plenty of clearance. The screws are recessed into the clip, so it doesn't take away. It's not super big, but it's not super small. I think the Nanner is about the same. Yeah, it's about the same. But the Nanner has green screws, which I just think is so cool. Anyway, sorry, but this is cool too. This is very tactical, but this has something that's kind of unique. All right, first let's open it. All right, so we got a nice big. Okay, we got a clip point, a slight swedge for aesthetics. It's not really a functional swedge, but it definitely will work. Some nice jimping up here. Yeah, definitely will work. Okay, so we've got, what do we got here? Texture around here all the way around. Okay, so steel liners with weight relief in there, which is cool. All right, and I like the gold, copper sort of looking bronze. I don't know, it's copper looking thumb studs. That's kind of a nice pop color. Now, like a typical crossbar lock, it'll do that. Now it's got a little stick. It looks like it's brand new. Usually crossbar, they tend to stick it first and then they break in. So we'll break this in and see if the stick goes away, because we're gonna do a full review on this guy. This will eventually be a giveaway knife. But what's cool about this is this mechanism right here. Okay, so this right here gives it's like a crossbar lock meets, I don't know, you got the crossbar, you got this extra tool that it's not a shark lock, it's not a Snex lock, but it's got that feel of that by still being a crossbar lock. So I am curious how that works. Let's see, let's do a flash. Let's see if we may have to take this apart just because I'm very curious how this works. I may do that in a separate video, kind of figuring out the lock, but all right, so okay, so it is, let's see here. It's a little sticky right now. All right, so we gotta break that in. Okay, so it looks like it's part of, so they're attached together somehow. Okay. Is it one piece? Is it one piece all together? So you got the crossbar. Instead of being a crossbar, it's like a cross beam that has the part that interacts like a crossbar but then you have this beam that then sticks up, jets up a little bit. So you can do like, you can do that. Now, it's definitely sticky at first, which is not unusual because I know crossbar locks do stick at first as you break them in. So we're going to give the benefit of the doubt, let this guy break in. To be fair, this has a slight stick as well, but that'll break in, right? I have many crossbar locks that need it to break in, and they do. If they don't, you know, I'll let CJRB, because I'll let them know, because I'm sure, you know, the reality is you may get one that's just unusual. It may happen. But, you know, reach out to them if something is really, really unusual. But give it a chance to break in. That's what I'm going to do here. So I'm going to speed through this so I can just flick a few times. Okay, I'm not a lefty, so this is kind of awkward for me just normally. Oh, okay. I just realized something. Where's my cloth? We have, which is typical on here, looks like we have some black stuff on the crossbar lock right there. So some of this black Cerakote got on there. That's unfortunate. Now I wonder, does the lock bar, the bar that engages, oops, there we go. I was on some weird light setting there. Okay. Oh, yeah. That's interesting. All right, so this lock bar actually is Cerakoted, and that's not unusual for this to get stick. I've seen that in other knives, and sometimes that's why you'll see a lot of times bench made. Typically, the lock bar doesn't get Cerakoted or treated, because that's can be challenging, right? It can get sticky, especially depending on how much the layer is. It can add extra layer to it, and I think once that wears off, this will be perfectly fine. And I suspect if I took it apart and I just kind of cleaned it off a little bit, it would be better. And I bet there's oil on there too, so I bet if we clean some of that off, it might also be better. So let's see if we can do that, just for fun. I think it'll help. Yeah, I'm already seeing a little improvement there. So we might have a little bit too much oil on this thing here. Yeah. So I think it's the black that's on here. Now I'm going to take it apart. I think it's cool. I really think this is cool. I like the look of the knife. It's not super exciting, and some of you guys may go, well, it's no nanner. Yeah, it's not a nanner. The nanner's just, a nanner is a nanner. And the nanner is cool. It's just so unique. But it is a nanner, but this is not like, you may not want this for your everyday tool, because sometimes that blade shape can be a little weird to work with, right? You might poke yourself in certain ways. But this right here is a really nice straight tool, and you can choke up on this. Now, be careful. I wish this was a little more rounded there, right? I wish this would come up a little bit where I could come up like this, but you can kind of choke up here a little bit. Right? You can definitely come up here. You could probably come over a little bit for that. You know, it'll work, right? It'll definitely work if you want it to. That's for sure. Oh, we got more oil in here. I'm wondering if I get some of this, more of this oil cleaned out. Will it improve? You know what? Hold on. I got a can of air. So I sprayed a little bit of air in there to maybe get rid of some of that stuff. Let's see if it got rid of some of the stuff. Just to get it off some of the contact points. Seems like the oil engaging with that coating that's on there might not be the best. Yeah, that's a little better. I still think there's a black coating on that lock bar where it's engaging in there. That needs to come off and be smooth like this and not be black, like this black part engaging with steel like that. It's going to stick. That's what we're dealing with. And you can see it. And I think some of that stuff you're seeing right there is that coming off from this bar here. This is the crossbar lock. So this is not the crossbar lock. That is a stop pin right there. That little thing. That's the stop. Here, hold on. We'll zoom in. That's the stop pin right there. This is like the crossbar lock. It's like the one piece. So it's acting as this thing. And I think there must be a guide in there where you can disengage it like that, right? So then I can close it like that, right? Now I will say, those Omega springs are pretty tight, which is nice. Gives a nice little crisp detail. Some people are absolutely not Omega spring fans. I get it. I get it. That's fine. You don't like crossbar locks? This knife's not for you. You might want to pass, right? And if you're a big crossbar lock hater, it's okay. Buy what you love and love what you buy. But if you're gonna come in and just tell me I think all crossbar locks are stupid, that doesn't help anybody. That's ridiculous, right? But tell me why it doesn't work for you, so other people can know. Maybe there's a valid reason why it doesn't work for you, right? And other people are like, well, I never thought of that. That's a good idea. So share your thoughts of why. Be respectful and share why. Don't just say that's stupid. I like every kind of lock. I think there's a unique design, unique benefit in every one of them, right? So here we got this beautiful G10 handle, nice texture. I really like that. Got the black hardware, the little bronze, kind of a little pivot. I think it's a nice little touch. Beautifully rounded all the way around. You can see all that weight relief in the skeletonized steel liners. I think that's really cool. Reverse for the clip. And then you've got the two standoffs in the back. And here's the clip. It's got that goofy little lip, but it's not sharp. It's nice and rounded, very comfortable going in and out. T8s, but these are T6s. That's okay. We can deal with that. Not bad. T8 here, but these are T6s. And that's okay because it's tight, right? So we're okay with that. Plenty of room, I think, in there, right? We got over here, we got minimal billboarding. The J, is it the, what does it say? J 1960. And then we got ARP M9, and over here we got CJRB. Minimal billboarding. I like how it's very minimal. That's nice. I like these pivots here. These are interesting. These work. I mean, these for the crossbar right here, the cross mechanism. I don't know if you want to call it crossbar. Maybe it's crossbar mechanism because this is more of a kind of a different overall feel here. I like this though. I do like this. I like this idea. This makes a lot of sense in a lot of ways. So this is different than the Ram lock from Microtech. Absolutely different. Very, very different. It's different than a Shark lock. It's different than a Snex lock. It's different than the Benchmade, the other lock that they have on the Narrows. This is very different than that. This is still their traditional crossbar lock, just with a different mechanism up here. And I kind of dig that. So very, very cool little knife. Let's zoom out. Let's get a nice picture for our little thumbnail. I mean, this is not bad. It's not bad at all. I think this is kind of cool. Let me do a back view here. This I really want to highlight. Let me do this. I want to highlight this right here. So let's get this on here. I want to show the swedge up here. It's an aesthetic swedge. It's not really a deep swedge, right? But still cool. These scales are nice though. I do dig these scales. Jimping is good, really comfortable. Is this easy to disengage? I guess if you're up here and you're really lazy and come back, you could disengage this, right? You could. But if your hand's right here, you're fine. If you're up here, you're fine. It's locked in. If you're dragging back like this, I mean, I guess, oh, that's brilliant. That's brilliant, CJRB. I like that. Okay, they did something I am really blown away by. Something that I was always worried about with my Shark lock and the Snex lock, right? My Shark lock, I got to be careful at times, but this is freaking brilliant. Okay, so I was wondering, why the heck do you have a big old choil? That doesn't make a lot of sense. Okay, I'm up here, I'm cutting with this, I'm tight, right? And let's say I come back and I accidentally disengage this and it drops. Do you see this right here? You see this choil? That is freaking brilliant, man. CJRB, wow. Just wow. Just freaking wow. I love that. I mean, I'm so pumped for that. You just got me as excited for the nanner, which I love, for this thing now. Okay, I'm up here. Let's do it again. I come back and I've got gloves on. I drop it. I accidentally catch it. It drops. Is it going to cut me? No. The finger choil right there. Look, I can push, squeeze, squeeze. Look at that. I'm not cutting myself. I'm not slicing my finger off. If it happens. But that happening, I mean, you've got to be really deliberate. Maybe you got big old meaty calluses. Maybe your hand slips and you slide back. Let's say, ooh, you slide back accidentally, and you do it. You do it. If you're presented well in here, or let's say you're up here like this as well, it's going to catch, right? You're up here, it's going to catch. You're doing a finger, it's going to catch. You're just tight up here, it's going to catch. You're down here, it's definitely going to catch. So down here, it seems like further away. Nope, going to catch. That's brilliant. That's brilliant. You get nerd vibes for this, man. I am nerding all over this design. That's great job. Great job. Such a subtle, small thing, but I'm digging it. Ooh, I'd love to see this in premium knives. Love to see this on a really premium pyrite or something like that. This would be really cool. Oh, it's already starting to break in really nice. Once I got the oil out of there, look at that. It's starting to much better. Really nice. All right, very cool. That's it for now. I will do a full review. We'll have a full thoughts on this. First impressions are very good. First experience is really positive. There's a lot of things I'm unpacking here. Extras that I wasn't expecting. The design, I wondered why this or that. Now I understand why. This is cool. This is cool. This is the kind of stuff that really gets my engine going. This kind of this nerdy, synergetic design coming all together. Even this, as goofy as this is designed so well. It works. This does too. This does too. I mean, Bostine doing their thing over here. You know, everyone doing their thing. But this right here, I love this variation. CJRB. Claps for you guys. Claps for you guys. Definitely. I don't know if I need to do a nerdometer on this. I always talked about that, doing a nerdometer. This one really gets the nerdometer going. So thank you guys. All right, CJRB, thank you. Thank you for letting me check out two banging budgets knives that I really freaking dig. They're awesome. This right here, let me make sure I'm saying it correctly. This is the Bolt. Oh, drop in here. Black ARP M9 blade steel. It's the blue G10 handle. That's G10. And if you're looking for it, it's J1960 BGY. I'm sure they have other variants. I hope they make a premium version of this. I would love to get a premium of something like this. I really like this a lot. I like this more than Pirate. I'm gonna be straight up with you. I do. I like this more than Pirate. Now, if you're not a crossbar lock, you're not gonna like this. So it's fine. Fair enough. Just remember, pass on. Just because you don't like a lock doesn't mean that everyone else doesn't like it. All right? Be respectful. All right. Hey, if you found this content fun, interesting, worthwhile, or entertaining, would you please consider hitting the like button? If you've already hit that like button, maybe consider hitting the subscribe button. Subscribing and liking to the channel. It really does help me out. It helps me produce more content, do more things. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Appreciate every one of you guys out there who watches everything as part of the community. Thank you for that. If you haven't already, maybe consider hitting that notification as well. That way you can be notified of future content like this and other cool videos. And a big shout out. Thank you to my channel members. You guys are amazing. You do two things. You encourage me, and I really appreciate that. Secondly, because of your generous support, you allow me to do things way sooner than I ever thought I could. I can do the once a week budget banger giveaway. Sometimes also thanks to awesome companies like CJRB Artisan Cutlery. I want to hold on to this for a while, and I definitely want to hold on to the other one. But these will eventually be giveaways at some point after I get a chance to really dig into the whole thing, because this is really scratching my nerdy brain. But these will be eventually giveaways. I think this could be revolutionary. So anyways, that being said, sorry, I'm getting distracted. Squirrel. Thank you for being part of the community. Thank you for that. So members, two things. Brand new channel members, I'd love to give you a channel sticker and a thank you note. Secondly, you're eligible now for the month members exclusive giveaway. A little bit better than the budget banger giveaway, but that 1 week in a month, you have a chance for two giveaways, right? And if any of that sounds interesting, there is a link down below on how to become a member in the description. I have 3 different tiers. don't ever feel obligated to do it. But if you do, thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And thank you everybody for watching the video. If you haven't already, check me out on Instagram at robs_nerdy_knives. Again, that's on Instagram at robs_nerdy_knives. Thanks so much for watching. You guys have a great day and a great week. Bye.